Go straight. Here we go. Hi, everyone. It is me, Rainbow Brite here. Wisp here. And, well, I gotta put on stale. And today, me and Twink are gonna talk about the Flow upload bug, which is back on Euro. Not on the website, but on the tool. And if anyone has a far speaker or a Wise far speaker, no need if it's Google Android or Apple iOS, no need what your sandbox or firewall settings are, no need what your web seeker is or its settings are, what your evilware stronghold tool is or what its settings are, and no need if your wired or wireless interweb feed speed is or not. The upload bug is back. Now, the upload bug makes your film's upload flow, or it makes it get stuck in uploading. Now, I'm going to say a lot of folks are going to guilt it and say, well, somehow your film file got too big, or now it's too small, or somehow it's being filmed fast or being filmed slow. And keep in mind, I did not go into the settings of my Y speaker, my Wise far speakers, film my shooter settings. And I did not shift how big or how small the file is. I did not shift how slow or how fast the film gets shot or filmed in. So if I wasn't shifting any of those settings, how could the settings be shifted? And also, if you're going to guilt it on sandbox or firewall, keep in mind its settings are already set, and you really can't do anything about them on Google Android or Apple iOS. And even if you could, I didn't shift any of the settings, so you can't guilt it on those settings. And you can't guilt it on the evilware stronghold tool settings either. But a lot of folks out there will guilt it on that. They'll say, oh, your wireless interweb is shitty. It's got a really bad upload speed. Not true. You want to know, not true at all. So none of those can be the grounds, of why this bug shows up. And this bug right now only makes uploading films to Euro through the tool on your Wise far speaker. It makes them upload slow. If you upload through your web shooter, through your reckoner to the website, they'll upload faster. So I don't want to hear about how it's this and that. Now, someone else out there, yeah, you're right about that, Rainbow. Someone out there might guilt it on your interweb speed. They might say, oh, well, Comcast or whoever gave your interweb speed chose to pull the speed back on you. Well, if that is true, which it's not, then wouldn't the wired interweb have the same upload speed bind too? Which it does not. So you can't guilt it on that one. Or they'll say, or they'll say that, oh, we just picked a bad time. That there's too many folks uploading. There are folks uploading films as we're making this film. There are folks that are uploading films and podcasts and shorts right now as we're making this film. And no need. There are so sundriest time zones. So you can't pick a good time to do something. It's the website, it's Euro, it's always been them. And a lot of folks always like to guilt it on either your reckoner or your far speaker or its settings or your reckoner settings or your web seeker settings, whatever it need be, or your running layout and its settings, your firewall sandbox and its settings, your evilware stronghold tool and its settings. Yeah, like any of that shit would be making it happen today, which it's not. All right? So it's sad, you know, that there's only two ways around it that I've learned. One, you just got to upload the film again and again, or you got to start waving your far speaker in the air like you only don't care. I'm not making that up. That's what you got to do. You know? Yeah, you're right, Twink. And then there's going to be folks out there, they're going to say, oh, well, need be at your room. Need be your room is an interweb upload dead zone. Yeah, how can my room be an upload dead zone when I've been making most of my uploads from this bedroom for years? You know, from the web shooter through the reckoner, or through the web shooter through this Y speaker. You know, so you can't guilt it on what the room's made out of and all kinds of other shit that sadly some folks like to guilt it on. You know? So yeah, it's Euro. The upload bug is back again. Only this time it seems to be happy with just making uploads to the web uploads uploading through the tool flow as shit. But it doesn't make it if you're uploading to the website. Oh no. You know. And it's sad. Because you would think if you didn't do anything to your film and you didn't shift its settings, you didn't shift how big or how small or how fast or how slow that it's being filmed in, then none of that should be a grounds of it. You know? So I just want to warn you folks that the upload bug is back. And right now it seems to make every upload that you do through the tool on your far speaker flow. But if you upload through your web shooter, through your reckoner to the website, then that goes faster. All right. Just let everybody know about that. Anything else you want to say before we end this film, Twink? Well, I don't know what to say. We already talked about all of this. I guess, give this film a like, share and playlist it. And let me know if the same thing happens to you or not. And what would you guilt it on? And we'll see you later.